It's green flag time. Let's get this show on the road. One Madison Tall dominates and wins. Trey Wright wins the Indianapolis 200.
Miles out of nowhere is gonna steal it.
It's going to be Mike Fink Jr., number 38. Winnie Crouch is going to take the win here at Pocono. Side by side.
Oh, they're gonna be side by side going down.
Local millions will win the Coca-Cola 600.
We are the NIRA. Welcome to the Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California for stop number 3 of the first ever season of the Scotts Grand National Series. Here for the Stater Brothers 300, stop 2 of 3 for the West Coast Swing. Luke Rainey and Noah McGalliard are going to lead us to the green flag here under the lights at this big 2-mile speedway. Gonna go around for about 38 laps. It should be a good one here in Southern California. Welcome up into the booth. This is Freedomator, and I am going to bring you the action tonight. Let's go trackside and get our pace lap started, and we'll take a look at your starting lineup. And the engines fire here at Auto Club Speedway. 42 cars gonna take off here under the lights around this 2-mile track for 38 laps. That equates to about 76 miles that will be run with the Scotts Grand Nationals cars. Your top 10 is going to be Luke Rainey, Noah McGalliard, row 1. Then row 2 we find Auto Club in 20 and the 81 of Patrick Starr. In row 3 we find Adam McDowell, the 56, and Hannah McDowell in the 14 Bill Relation. In row 4 we find Carter Joey in the 10 and Kirstine Clark in the 39. And rounding out the top 10 we find the 30 of Justin Lightning and the 83 of Eric Monaco. It's anyone's race here at the Auto Club Speedway. Coming around turn 3 and 4, we will get this thing started momentarily. The FSB Racing pace car will bring us around the final turn. And watching for the dive down to the pit road. There it is. 42 cars gonna come down here under the lights at Auto Club Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, it's green flag racing time, so let's get this show on the road. Nothing much going to change up front here off the start. Luke Rainey leads. Audrey Baranowskis, Noah McGalliard, Patrick Starr, and Adam McDowell. Hannah McDowell and Eric Monaco right there behind. Car around Carter Joey. And the 28 Jeremy Baylor's in. The 42 Arthur Xavier. The 76 Quentin Moore. And on lap 2, a 4 or more car pileup in turn number 2. Field gonna come around and race back to the line, and it's going to be Luke Rainey winning the race back in the Reese's Chocolate Lovers number 29 for Richard Childress Racing, ahead of Noah McGalliard, Patrick Starr, Audrey Baranowskis, and Hannah McDowell, the top 5. An early caution here at Auto Club in the Stater Brothers 300. Don't expect anyone to come down for pit stops here. We're expecting a one-stop race. and the pit cycles we were expecting were going to be around lap 24 or so. And doesn't look like anybody will come down here under this first caution. So while we pace here under this first yellow flag of the race with Luke Rainey leading, let's go back and take a look at what happened to put us under this first caution. Watch here from the top of the grandstands as they went into turn 1, 4 wide behind Carter Joey. Benny Watson slips up into him hard into the outside. Jeremy Baylor gets hit. 32, Logan Williams looked like got a hit. Arthur Xavier, Quentin Moore, possibly Ben Crouch even getting a piece there in that 12 car. And early troubles here at Auto Club. Let's take a look at another angle. On the low side, Watson dive bombs and slides up right into the back of the 10. And there's at least 5 cars involved in that incident there in turn 2. Big pile up here at the start of this race, but track is clear, we're good to go. Let's head to the restart here in the Stater Brothers 300. 2 cars out of the race as a result of that first incident on lap number 2. The 10 of Carter Joey, whose fuel cell burst, and the number 28 of Jeremy Baylor, who sustained significant damage front and rear to that James Finch number 28. He has pulled it behind the wall and called it a day. 1 car that will come into the lap down lane, just one for this restart, Logan Williams in the 32. There he is, joining up with Luke Rainey on the front of the field here. Aside Noah McGalliard, then it's going to be Patrick Starr, Audrey Baranowskis, Hannah McDowell, Adam McDowell, Eric Monaco, Justin Lightning, Benny Watson, the catalyst for the start of the first incident there, and Kirsten Clark is going to round out the top 10. As the field comes around, we're getting set to get this race restarted, coming to 32 laps remaining here in this race. Waiting for the pace car to come down. There it goes onto the pit road, and we're ready to get this restarted. The field coming down, waiting for the flag to fly. There it is, we're racing again. Big stack up behind, look at that, 2, 3 wide. Everyone looks like they're just trying to stay away from the 32. Look at how slow that Logan Williams is off the start. 21, Charlie Davenport right behind, looking to the outside. Who do they want to go high? Want to go low? Meanwhile, as that's going on, we've got side by side for the lead. McGallion down low. He's going to potentially take the spot away from Luke Rainey. Rainey fighting back on the outside. The gap in the field behind. Look at this mess as they come off turn 4. 3 and 4 wide behind. Everyone just still trying to get by the 32. Both of our defending winners, Nathan Buchanan getting by that on the inside in the Eckridge green car. We've also got Kip Silverpoint right there in the 09, slipping back as a result of the lap traffic. As according to the standings, it was Noah McGalliard beating Luke Rainey to the line by less than 1/100th of a second. As we were watching the pack behind coming out of turn 4, it is going to be Rainey leading this lap at the line. And going off into turn 1, they're side by side for second there with the 11 and 81 teammates there, 5 wide behind. Monaco slips up big time off turn number 2. Back to 4 wide, but this is far from over here. Everyone's still stuck. 4 wide. 1 car working up into the mix there. You see the 5 of Tony Jeziorski on the low line. Ran into troubles at Daytona. Back up battling for a good position here. Another guy up there, Matthew Silver in the 60, who was caught up in the last lap pile-up going into the tri-oval there at the Blue Green Vacations 300 over at Daytona. Slides up into Jezorski. He's going to slip back. 4 wide again, coming off turn 2. Back to 3 now. Another car coming up to the mix there on the inside. Dylan Wilson, the 66. They're all packed in tight on top of each other. Meanwhile, Audrey Baranowski is slipping up to the outside, and that Rockwell number 20 on the outside of the 81. Now going to set her sights on Luke Rainey. Rainey leads another lap here in the Stater Brothers 300. But we're far from over. Look, watch the high side there. Noah McGalliard slipped up. He slipped up too high, though. And looks like there's trouble behind. Car stacking up in the middle of the field. One car blowing up. I believe that's Madison Tull in the 41. Yes, it is. Madison Tull blowing up on the back straightaway. Lots of smoke coming out of that car. Terrible break for the driver of that 41. Got into trouble at Daytona, not of her making. Didn't get into any trouble at Las Vegas, but still didn't necessarily have a good run. And now this, a terrible start to the season for Madison Tull, hoping for a change of momentum down the line, because she's just had horrible luck. Audrey Baranowskis falls into the second position there. Looked like momentarily had taken the lead away going into turn 1. It's McGalliard coming up on the backside. Patrick Starr's right there on the outside. The 2 DEI cars right there as Luke Rainey continues to lead the Stater Brothers 300 here on lap number 13 now. The field narrowing out behind. It looks like very little 3 wide going on behind, but there's a lot of double file side by side. Pass on the outside. Starr to the outside of Audrey Baranowskis. Baranowskis falls to the 3rd position. Starr into the 2nd position. Going to set his sights on Luke Rainey. Through turn 3 and 4. Single file the first 3 positions, but McGallard's going to look to the inside. Going to try to get to that 2nd position. 4 wide. Eric Monaco coming into the mix there. Look out on the inside. Adam McDowell. That got tight going into turn 1. 14 sliding up. They're making it through so far. I'm impressed. And still have not seen a yellow flag since that first incident on lap number 2. Look at Landon Smith Jr. in the 49 moving up into the mix, going on the inside of Eric Monaco. Up front, looks like there might be a battle for 2nd about to manifest here. McGallard's going to look to the inside of the 81. Now he's going to go to the inside of Luke Rainey. Here comes Starr to the inside. Is he going to take the lead away? This would be the 2nd lead change of the race, officially according to the standings there. The only other car that's led a lap, I believe, was Noah McGalliard. He led 1 lap. Luke Rainey has led all the others. Now looking to the inside, McGallard's going to go to the 2nd position momentarily, but the draft on the high side, watch the outside. Majority of the cars are up there. Some starting to look to the inside as they head for turn number 1. Baranowskis is one of them. Watson's another. Hannah McDowell's another one. Baranowskis slips up into the 11. That's a bit of contact there. They'll hold on to it. She'll slip back behind the 11 of Noah McGalliard. 22 laps to go this next time by. Here comes Starr to the inside. Gonna try to make a move on Luke Rainey. He's going to be there. He is there off turn number 4. They're side by side coming down to the line. Rainey's going to lead the lap though. Not enough help to the 81, but McGalliard trying to figure out which way he wants to go. Watch turn number 1 here. Starr on the low line. Rainey slipped up. He recovers. Through turn 1 and 2, he'll hold on to the lead. And still have not seen pit cycles yet, expecting that in the next 7 or 8 laps. Rainey pulls away back to the lead, side by side for second. Anyone's guess who's going to get it at the line here. Oh, so close. So close between teammates, but it looked like Noah McGallard was going to get it there. I think he did. Meanwhile, 3 and 4 wide behind. Justin Lightning with a huge pass on the outside. He gained 4 or 5 positions there off that jump. What a job by the RCR Racing driver. And officially it goes down in the books for Madison Tull as a clutch failure. The only other cars not on the lead lap are Logan Williams and the 21 of Charlie Davenport. I wonder what happened to the 21 there. Possibly something due to the first incident. We'll keep you noted on that. Going off into turn 1. Next time by is halfway. Benny Watson moves into the 3rd position there underneath the 81 of Patrick Starr. Now Noah McGallard moves into the 3rd position as Starr falls into the 2nd position. Outside, Justin Lightning in the 30. He's going to continue to try to work his way up through. This is tight racing going on here through turn 3 and 4. Risky racing, but spectacular. Side by side for the lead, it's Rainey at the line, but who's going to get the jump into turn 1? One car way to the outside, Matthew Silver in the 60, way up there going 4 wide. And he just passed an entire row of cars doing that. What a move. Off into turn 3. Coming to 18 laps to go this next time by. Still green since the last restart on lap number 6. For the first incident on lap number 2. We've been green ever since. The field's been separated by lap traffic, but it's still been a good race. We got lap traffic ahead. Davenport in the 21. He just come off the pit road as Starr cycles into the lead. 64 Christian Vargas back there battling. Hadn't talked about him a lot this race. He's up there in contention for a top 10 spot right now. Currently 17th, but with this pack all clustered up together, he's got a shot. Coming around to get lap number 22. As Watson's going to look to the inside of 3 wide. This is for the 2nd position. He backs out of it, but Lightning does not up to the outside. Right there off turn number 2, 4 wide. Rainey tries to get the lead back. He'll go to the inside in that 29. Turn 3. Starr continues to lead here at Auto Club Speedway. Watching off turn number 4. They're continuing to catch the 21 of Davenport. Would Davenport potentially help out his teammate Luke Rainey there? He's also got another teammate there in the 30 of Justin Lightning. 16 laps to go. They're getting closer. 1 car to the inside, trouble. 15 Benny Watson blowing up on the inside. Lots of smoke coming out of that 15. Oh, that's terrible, terrible luck for Watson. He was having such a good run. He crossed in 6th position the last time they came by. And Watson in the PBC Racing entry will not win today. Focusing on the lead battle up front once again, Justin Lightning has gotten around Luke Rainey. Starr continues to lead. Noah McGallard 2nd. Landon Smith Jr. rounds out the top 5. The next car back, Dylan Wilson. A big gap in the middle of the field there because of the loss of momentum. Everyone had to get out of it when Watson blew up. And looks like there's cars coming down onto the pit road now. Lap 24, we called it. The start of pit cycles, and here they come. Lots of cars coming down to the pit road. Saw the 33 of Thibodeau come down, the 25 Alfredo Bonella, Ethan Farley, the 0, Hannah McDowell, the 14. Currently your leader on the track right now. Audrey Bernaskis stayed out, Eric Monaco stayed out, Dylan Wilson stayed out. Here's your leader, Noah McGalliard. He's side by side with Landon Smith Jr. Watching to see if these guys will come down on the pit road. Arthur Xavier, I believe he's already come down. He's a lap car. Oh my goodness, BB Ruiz almost didn't make it in there in that 34, but will. Comes the 22, already came in. 36 going to come in. That is Drake King. 21 Charlie Davenport came in. Their lap cars. Patrick Starr's the first off of pit road for the first bunch that came in, and it's a huge gap. Watching for these guys, who's going to come off first. And will it be enough to beat everybody else off? Here comes Davenport. Watch the high side there. Going down the front straightaway, here comes Starr. McGalliard beats Landon Smith Jr. off, then Justin Lightning, Dylan Wilson, Christian Vargas. The top 5. Logan Williams going by. Here comes the 81. And he passes him easily. But will he be able to hold on? There's a chance. We're coming to 12 laps to go this next time by. That sounds like a lot of time, but he might be in the catbird seat now. This could be the win to the 81 of Starr. Now there's a couple of lap cars in between. That's going to help big time. A 1.6 second lead over second place Noah McGalliard, who is side by side with Landon Smith Jr. And this cluster back here, look at, how about Ethan Farley in that Davis Motorsports entry there on the low side in the 9th position right now. What a run he's having. What a call by his crew to get him into the top 10. Meanwhile, still fighting the lap traffic, Starr continues to stretch away in the 81. 11 laps to go. We'll see what the gap is this time ahead of Landon Smith Jr. 1.93. The lap traffic may have done them in, but now they're clear. No lap traffic going to be a factor now. We'll wait to see if they can catch him in these final 10.5 laps. They're getting in a line. They could have a shot to get up there. But that's a big gap to make up. One car coming down on the pit road. I believe that's the 32 of Logan Williams. Trying to figure out. Yes, it is. Braun Racing entry. The gap closed significantly between first and second as they are nose to tail for second and third right there. That's going to help. They know they need to work together to get up there. They took off 0.3 there. Trying to catch the 81. 9 laps to go this time by. Through turns 3 and 4, they're getting separated a bit. Landon Smith Jr., a great run off turn number 4. 1.69 last time by. My goodness, they took off half a second. They took off 59 100ths. What a lap by Landon Smith Jr. as they continue to try to draw him in. Everyone's getting clear of the lap traffic, the lead traffic closing in on each other now, trying to get up there. 8 laps to go. 1.1 seconds the last time by. Now it's 1.69 or 0.69 rather, as Smith Jr. continues to close in. He's going to get there. He is using the draft to his advantage, and he is definitely going to get there. Get your photo finish cameras ready. And officially it goes down in the books for Benny Watson as an engine failure over there on the back straightaway. That's why he was smoking. Down the front stretch, here comes Landon Smith Jr. He's right there. 0.21 seconds. Will this be enough for him? Will it get Ford their first win of the season? We've gone Dodge at Daytona with Kip Silverpoint, Chevy with Nathan Buchanan at Las Vegas. Will Ford get their first win? He's on the low side going into 3. Trying to get the car to stick. Star getting the run off the top side of turn 4. And Landon Smith Jr. will fall back to second. The gap is definitely closer though. He's right there. Star makes one mistake. Landon Smith Jr. is going to get this lead. 5.5 laps to go. And if it's not Landon Smith Jr., these leaders are all getting single filed out in their own little line here, trying to draft back up there. Through 3 and 4, right on the backside. Star will continue to lead at 5 laps to go. Now to the inside. Watch turn 1. There's a move down low. And he's there. Star slips. Smith on the low side. He's got the jump. Off turn 2. He's ahead. Watching for turn 3. He still noses ahead of the 81. But watch the high side through here. They're dead even off turn number 4. Who's going to lead this lap? 4 laps to go. Dead even. Looks like Star got it by 2/100ths of a second. They're still side by side. Landon Smith Jr. on the low side. He's trying to get there. He is so close. But the top side on the straightaways could help Star out. Through 3. There's the high side, and he'll get back by. Landon Smith Jr. got so close there. But he'll get another chance in these next 3 laps. Surely, he is still right there. Or could it be Noah McGalliard in the 11? He's moving his way into the picture as well in that number 11. On the low side, going down the back straightaway, Smith Jr. Gonna try the move again in that Advil Taurus. He's there. Not quite. Don't know how many more chances he's going to have. 2 laps to go this time. The popsicles are in the air. Into turn 1, right there on the back bumper. Slips up to the higher line a bit. Star goes down low, and he's got a run. Smith Jr. has a run again, going down the back straightaway. I think he's got a better shot this time than he did the last time. Look at him nose ahead. He's got a chance. He's got the head. He's ahead by half a car length, side by side off turn number 4 to get the white flag. 1 lap to go in the Stater Brothers 300. Star leads that lap. Who leads the next one? On the low side, Smith can't get there just yet. That might have done it. Will he be able to try to make another move? Dylan Wilson moves into the 3rd position behind. If these two tangle, 2 turns left for Patrick Star. 180 miles an hour going off into the turn there. It's not going to be enough for Landon Smith Jr., the 81 of Patrick Starr. Win number 1 in the Scotts Grand National by half a car length. Landon Smith Jr. made the move, came up just short. What a race. Congratulations to that 81 team. And the adjustment they made got their driver to victory lane. Back-to-back wins for Chevy. And as bad as they looked at Daytona, they're really turning it around now. And Starr will come down the pit road and be welcomed by his team. A winner for the first time in the Scotts Grand National Series. You feel for Landon Smith Jr., but what a run he had. He's definitely going to have the speed for the rest of the season, so watch for him to be a contender. Absolutely. Starr comes down to his stall and welcomed by his team. A hero of the day. Take a look at your finishing results here. Starr takes the win. Landon Smith Jr. finishes second. Dylan Wilson third. Christian Vargas fourth. Noah McGalliard fifth. Justin Lightning sixth. Hannah McDowell seventh. Luke Rainey eighth. Alfredo Vanilla ninth. Matthew Silver rounds out the top 10. Take a look at the rest of your results here. Arthur Xavier, Quentin Moore, Logan Williams, and Charlie Davenport, the only ones unable to finish on the lead lap that were still on the track. And Daniel Watson, Madison Tall, Carter Joey, and Jeremy Baylor, the only ones unable to finish this race. So that'll wrap it up here at Auto Club for the Stater Brothers 300. We'll see y'all tomorrow for the Napa 500 in the Cabela's Cup Series. Until then, this is Freedomator. Y'all have a good night.